Whether it's a game or movie or documentary, there are always these paper boys trying to get people to take the newspaper. The funny thing is, they're always talking about things no one gives a shit about.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
So what you're saying is that even if you finish the communion, you won't be sent straight to hell. But if you're a savage, you'll be sent straight to hell? If that's the case, that is no different than Christianity, except for communion and on its unnecessary activities. Catholicism, the religion of confusion.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
Well, this is 1911. The Wright brothers took flight in 1903. You should know this happened since this was an invention that changed the world.
Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
Well, this bitch will believe anything she hears. It's 2020 and we still don't have a flying car out to the public.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Don't let Rockstar fool you. I remember listening to my great-great-grandfather speak. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck. Not one sentence was said without a curse word. People did not speak like professors that graduated from Harvard.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great idea to go sleep with a prostitute. I mean, it's not like she's not used up by possibly hundreds of other men. As a matter of fact, it's not like you won't have a chance to get your own disease. Which, let me remind you, this is the early 1900s. You get sick, you're pretty much fucked since there aren't any cures.
Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother.
Now, I played Red Dead 2. I don't remember John getting along with Bill at all. In fact, the only person John got along with was Arthur. And that wasn't for a while since John left the gang and came back a year later. So it doesn't make any sense to why John said Bill is his brother.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you.
It's parts like this that makes me wonder if Rockstar came up with Arthur after making this game. Bill didn't mention Arthur, and it's a sin because Arthur is the main character in 2.
Tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well...
I find it odd that John will survive this because he was bleeding from that wound for several hours before Bonnie comes out the ass to save him. And like your generic video game villain, Bill will not come out to confirm that John is actually dead. If he had done that, he would have lived longer.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
How are you gonna go out of your way, drag him to your carriage, bring him to the McFarlane Ranch to save his life, and then complain about it costing you $15? Might as well let him die. By the way, last time we saw you, it was in the train heading to Armadillo. Bill was located pretty far from the train station. Did you follow John all the way there? I'm not surprised since your thirsty ass needs a man in your life.
Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
John is pretty dumb, but he ain't that dumb.
See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Translation: if you think you're going to find Bill now, you're most certainly mistaken. You will be made into a bitch and do chores for every damn person you're going to meet in this game.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Translation: you won't find anything that will be useful for you as you further into the story. So the general store is a waste of time. There are other stores for you to buy from. I am so glad Rockstar improved the stamina for these horses. My god, these horses were so bad to ride because they threw you off their back once they ran out of stamina. It was quite frustrating.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you.
Yeah, about that. How are you able to ride a horse right now? That wound hasn't healed yet, and you were riding as if you never got shot in the first place.
McFarlane!
I'm only speaking for myself, but fuck this race.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties.
And what a magnificent job you're doing. At this moment, Bill and his gang are terrorizing citizens in your county, killing men, raping and beating women. So yeah, keep laying on your ass while there are people losing their lives because you want to be a typical shithead. I hate these fucking horses. You see this? Gathering the herd of cows and moving them to the field? Yeah, you'll have to do this at least 5 more times, and by the time I reached the second time, I was already tired of this. I can only imagine how annoyed everyone else must have been.
Friends! Hard-working souls of Cholla Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic, or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia, earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises.
If what you say is true, then why do you show this to the government so you can be paid gracefully? This is the early 1900s, so there weren't many cures for most illnesses.
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up.
None of these men thought, this seems to be a horrible thought out scam. Why don't any of us choose who gets to go up? That way we'll know for sure this isn't a scam. I mean, that's what I would do if someone was trying to sell me something I never heard of before.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud.
Well, not anyone can make that shot. I'm sure you're not capable of making that shot.
I thought we was here to see miracles. Ah, what I tell you?
Do not write him off yet. He is still adjusting to the powerful tonic.
If he's still adjusting, then how come he shot that skull from so far away when he drank your product a few seconds prior to shooting the skull?
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir, plucked out of the sky.
Hey! Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat and just walk away, do you?
Well, you're the one who challenged him to test his aim, if I'm not mistaken.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn.
This is what the whole game is about. I do a bunch of favors for characters in this game so they could do a favor for John. The only difference is that John will be breaking his back for almost nothing.
Holy sweet mother of mercy.
Please don't shoot me. Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse.
So this woman was hiding in this barn this whole time. My question is how? I mean, I had to shoot the planks that close the door. There isn't any other way to get in here.
Excuse me, are you Seth?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Mr. Wes Dickens. My name's Marston. John Marston.
Goodbye, John Marston. It's been a great pleasure.
Goodness, what an ugly character. Seth is the character that makes the host from Tales from the Crypt look cute.
And Mr. Wes Dickens.
Let me be frank for 1 second, partner. I hate people. It was people who got me in this mess in the first place.
What mess?
Look at me. Look, scrambling around, looking for maps, half insane. I ain't washed in 6 months. My hair falling out, my mind's going.
You did that to yourself. You let your partner trick you into trying to find a treasure that isn't worth a damn thing. You lost everything, your wife, your kids, your home, and your sanity because of you. Check how the dead bodies will be falling off the coffin. By the time I reach my destination, both bodies will be placed back. How is that possible? Well, I would like to ask Rockstar that myself.
It's a very long tunnel. Seth's gonna be rich after all these years. It's silk sheets and Parisian whores from now on, mister.
Aside from the fact that sparks were spiking out when Seth was stabbing the lock, how did he manage to break the lock by stabbing it?
A glass eye.
Maybe you can use that glass eye to make you see how much of a fool you really are. You desecrated the remains of the people who died looking for something that never really existed, lost your family and business for it, and now you reap what you sow.
Stupid chicken shit maps. Making a damn fool of me.
Now you're blaming others for the decision you made? Poor baby.
But before we can attend to your particular problems, we need some extra lubricant to oil the machinery of business. And this being America, that lubricant with which we concern ourselves is money.
Money? What are you talking about?
Oh, we need weapons. Armor plate for the wagon, extra hands, and danger money.
So, let's sell some more of these cures.
So these bottles are wobbly enough on their own, but here goes thick and stacking 3 sets on each other and somehow it won't fall. So the McFarland Ranch is being attacked. I left with Bonnie to find her father 5 minutes ago. That means during those 5 minutes, those attackers managed to burn the whole farm and leave before Bonnie and John arrived. Rockstar, you actually did it. You actually managed to create the dumbest character throughout all video games. Someone locked the barn with a pitchfork from the inside and left the barn from the roof. You would think Donald would be the one to create such a character.
I don't have a clue. All right, but it's got to be something to do with that government boy.
We'll talk to him, find out what he knows.
Fucking is. Where is she, Marston?
Who?
Who? My daughter, you fucking scum. Where's Bonnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since after the fire.
Hey Drew, how about you think for a second? John helped to take out the horses and left Bonnie taking care of the ranch. You must have known this. Somehow you're blaming John as if John automatically had something to do with this.
Maybe she won't want to go home. She's been fucked so good.
What the hell you doing, boy?
Nah, this was so predictable. Of course these outlaws weren't gonna stick to the deal. It's a shame Johnson fell for this trap. For a man who looks over his town, he's nothing but an old fool. You know, you Arlos brutally beat and possibly raped this woman. You have no morals, which leads to my question. From the start, you all knew you were going to cut the deal and try to kill John Johnson and all of his men. Why not just blow her head off, instantly killing her? For some reason, John can't shoot the rope when he clearly proved that he could shoot anything from a far distance.
Bonnie, are you okay?
Oh no, she's fine, John. You see all those bruises and cuts on her? Yeah, those are just love marks. Remember 10 seconds ago how she was hanged and close to dying?
Look here, this Patty bastard stole our guns, tried to steal our horses. Law's clear on the matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this glitch you're about to see.
Is playing with the Welshman's tiny and ineffective mind.
Hush your mouth.
Anyway, you all got horses now. No one needs to die. Leave him be.
Who do you think you are, Boyle? The bloody cavalry?
The voice is really starting to get on my nerves, boy. Now, Irish, that Gatling gun doesn't work. I find that rather upsetting, don't you?
John, I know you're illiterate, but even illiterate people can have common sense. The weapon works. It just needs ammo. Unlimited ammo, the gun doesn't overheat, it's completely stabilized, and it's in mint condition. You sure this is the early 1900s? Not even today we have weapons like this. So Irish is taking John to Mexico in this piece of shit? Why? There's a bridge that leads John right to the border. This really wasn't necessary, Rockstar.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed, sir. What a great way to improve border relations. An illiterate farmer crossing the river, coming into their civilization and butchering the local peasants?
You just stood there and let these peasants mock John when you knew they weren't jack shit compared to John just by John's demeanor. You could have prevented their deaths. Instead, you just watched. You don't have a say in the matter. Clearly, I had a mark on the man that was holding the hostage. Of course, the game is going to screw me over and have me do this again.
Mr. Marston, how the devil are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Mr. Ricketts?
I'm good. I'm glad you're here because these men were just telling me about Mr. Escuela.
Well, the fact that they're not saying much about Javier is because they keep saying they don't know. It appears they didn't say anything.
Is Javier Senor Escuela? Is Javier to see?
No sé, señor.
He doesn't know.
I got that bit. Ask him, was he about 5'8"? Mustache? Did he have an American in tow? A big American?
Emilio, Estabacon, Grande Americano?
Yo no sé.
No.
Again, I got that.
But they do have his sister. Emilio's, I mean. She's a fine young woman, a teacher, a human being, not the clothed vermin so many people seem to have turned into.
Tell him I'm sorry.
When a man's family is involved, you need a little more enthusiasm than mere apologies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't aware I had to risk my life because someone is in trouble when I have my own troubles. How many are in trouble at this moment? Are you going to risk your life for every single one of them?
You might just get impaled on it.
I have to find these two men. With respect, how I do it is no concern of yours.
Choose your tone wisely, partner. Remember who you're talking to.
How could I ever forget?
And who are you, John Marston? Apart from a rat feeding every other hand he can find, my name means something. All you've done is kill a few peasants, and the only real outlaw you've taken on dropped you like a bad habit.
Well, a couple cents here. First, Ricketts. If I remember correctly, you say your name doesn't mean much anymore.
Landon Ricketts. Not a name that means much anymore.
Second, Williamson wasn't the one who shot John. If you know John was shot, you should have known that Williamson wasn't alone.
Can I speak to your commander?
You want to talk to my boss, gringo?
I guess.
Because I'm not good enough for you?
No, sir.
You think you're better than me? You come to my country. My poor little country.
A rock star, Scarface called. He would like to have his character back. Apparently, stabbing someone in the kidney is an insta-kill. Yeah, no. That's unrealistic as fuck. These kinds of trains will usually take a lot longer to stop. The average length for a train like this to come to a full stop is around a mile long.
Gringo, so you are the bounty hunter, huh? Have you found your prey yet?
No, sir.
Perhaps you come to hunt me, huh? Your country loves to make trouble in mine.
Speak for yourself. How many children in drug trafficking situations happen from Mexico to the States over the years? Hypocrisy is an ugly thing, but that must not pass me.
Perhaps I should tie you to a horse and let it drag you around town. Or let the dogs fight you, huh?
Hey, tough guy. John is able to pull a button in you and your little bitch DeSanta before you realize it. The only reason that's not happening is because he needs you right now.
Now, perhaps you can do me a favor while I find these men for you.
After we find the men, then I'll help in any way I can.
You are in no position to negotiate.
Yeah, this pretty much summarizes the game. Literally doing like 10 different things for everyone so they can give you some info on Bill and Javier.
His Excellency, El Coronel, would like to employ you in escorting a train down Rebel country. The job is dangerous, but you'll have the honor of...
Another patriot?
Of knowing that you served Mexico in her fight against forces.
Well, that's nice and all, but if you haven't noticed by now, John isn't here to be an honorable soldier for Mexico. He's here for 2 men that he needs to capture.
He doesn't care for their bourgeois, snobbery, or elitism. He sees the real me.
Funny that you say that when he's only using you. He cheats on you with multiple different women. John even catches him banging another woman. I truly don't understand how a strong, motivated woman like Luisa can be such a fool.
I'm going to go and rescue him or die trying.
Oh, sit your ass down.
Okay.
Lad, relax, relax. I have some wonderful news for you. Quite wonderful, in fact. You know the men you hunt? They have been captured in Chuparosa. I want you and DeSanta to ride out there, and then you can take possession of them. It is my gift to you.
You know, when I was playing this, I thought to myself, nah, this is a trap. He didn't even say how he captured both men. And John literally prevented these corrupted pieces of shit from killing Reyes. I can't believe John actually fell for this.
Levanten esta pizza mierda! Levántalo! Marston! Hey! Marston! You have betrayed this land enough.
Well, no one said John is here to help you dumb fucks. He is here to capture 2 men, as he stated multiple times now. He will stop at nothing to see his family again. And you think you idiots are worth his wife and child? Saving the hero at the nick of time cliche.
My brother, they will kill you if we don't get your ropes off.
Actually, those are chains, but where the hell did you all come from without no one seeing you? Clearly, Reyes is a master of stealth when he shows no such skill. Just that he's a reckless leader who is pretty horny most of the time. But where the hell did the men go? They were clearly right next to John a second ago. 6 men have the power of teleportation. That, or their body disappeared when they were killed. Either way, it's a sin.
Legend. I'm sure of that.
Can I trust you, Mr. Marston?
In what way?
You have done so much for me and my family, but I still can't forgive you for helping Allende.
Well, like he stated to everyone in Mexico, he's here for 2 men who are hiding in Mexico and will help for the information he seeks. It's not like John wanted to help, he did it for the sake of the info that was promised to him.
Abraham wants to send a message. You have experience with explosives.
A little. It's been a long time.
Good, because we do not. You will man the detonator.
So you're telling me that if John wasn't riding with you or decided to help, none of you would know how to plan a bomb to kill off your enemies? Luisa, you're a brave woman, but before brave, you must have brains. I'll remind you of your senselessness mistakes later. I refuse to believe that none of you dimwits are unable to spot John on this hill.
You fucking pig! Go back to your country!
Where is Javier Escuela?
Wait. Okay, all right. Shit. All right. Casa Madrugada. It's hold up there. Now hurry up and kill me. Or just let me go, okay?
Can we kill this piece of shit now, senor? Or would you like the pleasure yourself?
Where's Javier Escuela?
Javier Escuela. He hasn't been seen around here in months. You shut up this place for him, huh? I wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire.
I don't blame you. But Captain DeSantis said he was here.
And you believe him? You must be more stupid than you look. Go shoot up some place else.
Apparently, this bitch thinks that she's immune to death. Let's see if we could fix that.
What would your most loyal follower, Luisa, say about that?
Who?
Luisa, the girl from Campo Murata?
Her, a gentleman never tells, but she was a most wonderful... I just say she was increíble. Yes, let me tell you something. I strongly recommend her. You take her when you have the chance, my brother.
She thinks she's your wife.
My wife? These peasant girls, they believe every word a fellow says.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why the toxic and most disgusting movement called feminism exists today. Because of men like this piece of shit. Clearly, these horses ride to the left once no one is riding them. Oh, and this wasn't the only time these super smart horses were lost without someone guiding them. Observe. Fuck these horses. That's right, that's how you do it. Instead of shooting someone with a rifle, you bash their heads with it.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you. I heard you was coming. You took your time, no? Come on, you're not gonna shoot your own brother, are you? We was family.
Yeah, we were. Then you and Dutch went crazy and family didn't mean so much.
So now you do the government's work.
And what do? You just work for a different government.
Come on, brother.
Okay, can we stop with the brother now? You weren't really brothers when you betrayed John along with Dutch, Bill, Micah, etc. Remember them?
Where's Bill? Where's Bill, you son of a bitch? Do you think I won't kill you, brother?
Well, to be honest, John, you killing him now will do him a favor. If you ask me, I'd rather die in a quick bullet than waiting to be hanged.
Now, Javier here gets to see how far the hand of justice can reach. Come on, you. Get in the damn automobile.
Can we assume one of my commitments is cleared?
Unfortunately, nothing is cleared, John, until your obligations are met.
Actually, he asked if one of his obligations was cleared. He handed Javier to you. That would mean one of his obligations was cleared, no matter what you bitches say. Goodness, Reyes, always manage to get yourself captured by everyone. Now John has to come and save the day.
Put the gun down, Americano. Ya, mátalo.
Déjenme, hombre.
Luisa, I'm honored to hand you an award. You let Reyes fool you when he clearly called you the wrong name. You talk a big game, but without John, you're completely useless because if it wasn't for John planting bombs, the message wouldn't have been sent to the enemy. And now you charge at 3 men with a damn knife? This award is for being the most illogical character in any video game.
You want me to shoot you in the head right now for that poor girl?
Well, to be honest, John, that is her fault. Would you let Louisa charge at you with a knife? I don't think so. So we find out that this bastard has been using John to do his dirty work while he's been hiding Williamson. Man, if any game made me feel like a dumbass, it would be this one.
You always was weak-minded.
You're the one who let Dutch drive you insane!
Dutch wanted you dead. We all did.
I disagree with that. Arthur despised John at first for leaving the game, but then saw him as a brother in the end. You're just a piece of shit traitor who's about to get multiple bullets to the head.
But if we were to play some games, there'd be some interesting ones we could play.
Think so?
Hanging you for murder. Or confiscating all your property, like that little farm of yours, or having you put in an electric chair. Those are the sort of games we could play. But we choose to play a different game. So calm down and play along with us.
Where's my wife?
You know, I forget, but I hear it's very nice this time of year. Mr. Marston, please, I've never insulted your meager intelligence. Do not insult mine. We've done this little deal for your freedom in exchange for all your men from your old gang. You gave us Williamson and Escuela. We still don't have Vanderlyn, but now we know where he is.
Then go and shoot him.
No, sir. I want you to shoot him for me.
Did John actually think this was over? These people will continue to use John until all the dirty work is done. It's unfortunate John won't see the end of it.
Slippers! Or skin a rabbit. I know we cannot see the stars, but still my heart is pure, and we meet as equals. These savages must be spoken to simply in metaphors.
No, sir. I grew up on a reservation and attended school.
For some reason, this dumbass thought Nastas was illiterate and needed to be spoken to slowly, and he referred to the natives as savages. He must be related to Donald Trump.
Your whole society is based around hunting.
But we hunt to eat, not for sport. Soon, there will be no buffalo left.
Well, it seems Dutch has transformed himself as a native because Nastas and Dutch have the same voice. I wonder if Rockstar thought we weren't going to notice this.
Sam! See if you can find another route, Mr. Marston. I will have a look around.
Obviously, John isn't allowed to proceed with the easy way. You will have to waste more time to proceed. Rockstar, this is Red Dead Redemption, not Splinter Cell. Where the hell did he come from?
I'm hurt pretty bad.
I don't think you should go any further.
I'll be fine. But you go ahead. I don't want to slow you down.
Stop being such a baby. You got cut in your arm. You got legs, don't you? Walk it off. Nastas is being a Gen Z. Listen, I know Dutch is as good as John with guns, if not better, but are you going to try to convince me that he's able to knock out John by shooting the binoculars? By this point, Dutch is confirmed to have superpowers. This is the 1900s version of Bullseye. Get the hell out of here. Also, Dutch could have killed John here. Why didn't he do so, since later he will try to kill John? Lastly, how did Nastas carry John down the rocks covered in snow? If he did he also let him go? The way I see it, John had to climb a few rocks and pretend to be part of Splinter Cell in order to get this high. So how did Nastas get John to the professor's place? So there was one enemy left in that building, but he didn't come out. This glitch not only forced me to restart the whole chapter, but it also pissed me off.
Good man, good man. You know, at the end of this, you'll probably get a medal. I know I shall.
Oh, that's not surprising. This is the only reason you're doing it. Unfortunately for you, you didn't realize that action has consequences.
Excuse me? Your damn weaponry.
This is not what we agreed to.
You shut your mouth, you treacherous snake! Holy shit, damn it, Dutch!
Dutch? Apparently, devs didn't realize that these are natives and has nothing to do with Dutch.
Oh, yes.
We character uses drugs cliche.
Oh, dandy, sir. Just dandy. Oh, great heavens above!
Is that you, John?
Hello, Dutch.
I think that's what they call two for the price of one out here in this wonderful place.
Maybe so, Dutch.
You and your friend there, the professor, we're gonna kill the both of you.
Why you want to do a thing like that?
I don't know. Sport, I guess.
In other words, the writers couldn't find a good line for this segment, so they came up with this.
Why don't I come out there? We fight. Let the professor go and send your boys back to their families.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful plan, John. Only problem is, my boys here, they already lost their families a long time ago. We aren't thieves, John. We're fighting for something a bit like you. Only we're fighting for an idea.
It seems you're still coming up with ideas and plans, Dutch. Can you name me one time when just one of your ideas or plan turned out to be a success? I played Red Dead 2, and all your motivation only illustrated you as an inquisitive piece of shit that will take off people who don't agree with you.
Show him what we really think about the art of anthropology.
You know, Dutch, you and your men already have the building surrounded. Why don't you and your men go upstairs, take out the professor and John? The professor is useless to John because he doesn't know how to use a weapon. That will put John at a huge disadvantage.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's business.
Our time has passed, John.
Damn, Dutch may be a piece of shit, but one thing I'll admit is his gift to giving a speech. Minus one sin.
Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh?
So the first thing you do after not seeing him for so long is punch him in the face and continue to hit him? Makes me wonder why John was so fixated on saving you. His son I understand, but this woman? I don't get it.
Greet somebody. Why don't I get the warm and tender embrace?
Consider the fact I ain't put a bullet in your embrace, old man. You were supposed to look after the place.
I did. Well, I did my best. Thing is, there was too many of them. I thought you was dead. I wasn't drinking.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use.
That is the best statement I've ever heard anyone say. I'm going to say that to the next level that argues it with me saying their life is hard. No sin here, I just needed to express that. Damn, John, you sure know how to pick them.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
Significant other gets jealous out of literally nothing cliche.
What's it say?
I don't know. I can't... Well, you know I can't read.
If you can't read what it says, what made you come up with the conclusion that there was a love interest between John and Bonnie? Sounds to me you're overly bitter for nothing, like I said. I'm only speaking for myself, but fuck these horses. I'm sure I'm not the only one who despises this mission, by the way.
Uncle, are you alright?
No, he's fine. He just got shot in the chest. He's gonna be alright. Notice how Ross isn't any of these men, but when they're done shooting John, the first person you see is Ross smoking his cigar. I was looking for him and the whole dead eye went to waste. Ross, you used John for your work so you can take the reward for it. Now you want to finish off the last member of the infamous outlaw gang in all of Red Dead Redemption so you can once again get reward for it. You know what they say, what goes around comes around.
Ma'am?
Hello, young man.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am. I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
That husband of mine, That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace. They'll not rest till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault. There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River. Be careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
Hey Jack, you might as well have said, ma'am, I'm going to put all 6 bullets into your husband's brains if you're going to use that kind of tone with her.
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
Forgive me for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
Yeah, but you used him. You took his wife and child and made him capture or kill 3 people. Javier, Williamson, and Dutch. Then, when those 3 were taken care of, you took his life. This is on you as well.
You killed it. I saw you.
Actually, you couldn't have seen that. You were still riding with your mother away from the ranch.
Dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too.
You were saying? Now this is how you close up a game. Bravo, Rockstar, you were always known for these masterpiece games. Gotta give you a merit for that.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use.
What is your name?
Charles Lee. Why do you ask?
So I can find you.